How y'all doing? Well, tonight I'm cooking some brats and beer. I filmed the first part, but it got erased on accident. So anyway, what I've got is some bratwurst sausage here in the pan, and I put some medium dark beer in there. It's just a they call it a Shiner Bot. It's made in Texas. So I poured that in there. I poured about a half a cap full of Zatarain's crab boil. I put some liquid smoke in there, just a little bit, and I put some Slap Your Mama. And right now I've just got done dicing up some of these onions, and I'm fixing to dice up that bell pepper. So these sausages have been there probably about 5 minutes. When they're another about 25 minutes or so, because they start off as raw sausages, plus it doesn't hurt them to sit there and simmer. They're just soaking up that juice. I'm going to go ahead, drain some of that juice, and put these onions and this bell pepper in there. I got some nice po' boy bread we're going to heat up, and we're going to make a heck of a po' boy. Let me go ahead and show you a little bit how I cut up these bell peppers. See, I just hacked that top off and the bottom off, split them in half. Here's one half, it's got the seeds out of there, and I just take my paring knife here and just kind of run along these ridges here and cut all this pulp out of here. You know, you don't have to get all of it, get most of it out. That way you'll have a nice, just clean bell pepper. Get all that out. Put that out there. That way it'll kind of lay down flat for you. Well, maybe this one ain't. We'll have to make a little slice like that. There. Just lay down a little bit. Go ahead and come back with your bigger knife and just make these little matchstick strips. That's all you got to do. So I'm going to go ahead, I guess, just make some little strips out of this bell pepper, and I'm going to put it in there with that onion. And then when I get done with all that, I'm going to go ahead and let that sausage finish cooking. Hey, I wanted to go ahead and take a second to show y'all before I took it out and opened it up, is this bread I got. This is some New Orleans French bread. I don't know if you can see there. This stuff was made in New Orleans, fresh. They send it over here to Mississippi every couple of days. You see, it's a French bread. It's got kind of a crunchy crust, real soft, and it's thin. It's not very big, thick bread. It's the perfect bread for any kind of po' boy. It's just really good stuff. It really makes a po' boy when you have good bread like this. Okay, my sausages have been going in the pan for about 20 minutes. They're looking they're done. They're just looking just about how I want. What I'm going to do in this step now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take them out of the pan, set them on this cutting board right here. I'm going to take this juice, I'm going to reserve this juice. I'm pouring a measuring cup over here. Get any little bits of garlic, anything out of the bottom of the pan. I don't want them to burn. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit. Turn my heat up, I'm going to get some olive oil real quick. I'm going to put on this pan. Alright, I just didn't have any olive oil, and this will work better. I'm going to use canola oil because it has a higher smoke point. Just put about a tablespoon of oil in there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a reverse sear on these sausages. Because I didn't sear them at first, I want to boil on that beer and everything. I'm going to go ahead and get a sear on them. Go ahead, let that heat up just for a second. Turn up to about medium high. I'll go ahead and put a couple of them in. See how many can fit. You don't want to crowd the pan now with these. I put maybe 3 in at a time. And let them go for a minute. And you see they'll sit there and this one get nice and brown, little crust on the other side of that sausage. So I'll let it go for maybe about, let's say about a minute on each side. Now I'm going to turn them and I'm going to change them out with these ones over here. Alright, now I got that beautiful color on all of them. I'm just going to let them sit over here and let them rest for a minute. Meanwhile, with this pan, it's got all that good stuff on the bottom now. See all that good stuff? I'm going to go ahead and add all my onions and my bell peppers to it. Man, that's going to be good. It's going to kind of deglaze that pan. I'm going to add a little bit more of this liquid back to it. Help it get down there. I'm going to leave it on about medium heat. And these onions and these bell peppers, they'll get all that good stuff off the bottom of that pan. And they're going to start caramelizing themselves. Go ahead and just stir them around in there. Add a little bit more of this juice. Good, maybe a little bit of sloppy mama. Now I've already got my oven over there preheating to put that bread in there. So I'm going to stir this around a second more. Now I'm going to put the lid on it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my bread in. Stir them around. We're about medium heat here. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on there, let it sweat for a minute. Then I'm going to put my bread in. Alright, now I got these vegetables down like I want them. They're all just nice, caramelized just a little bit. I went ahead and put the remaining sausage back in here, except I kept two out and I'm about to cut up now. Now take that off the heat and just cover it up for right now. I'm going to come over here and we'll cut this sausage. Alright, we got these two sausages over here. What I'm going to do is just kind of like to cut them in a bias. Just take your knife and lay it at an angle kind of like that. And just slice them. Slice it up just nice like that. And I tell you what, that'll look good on that po' boy. We'll get these sausages sliced up. I got that bread. I'm going to let it finish heating. And we're going to go ahead and make us that po' boy. Okay, now we got this hot fresh bread here. This po' boy making time. First order of business, I take a little bit of this juice. Just a little bit. Put it along the bottom of that bread. Get that little bit of juice in that bread. Then I take this sausage. Sweep it up on there. And we'll set that right on top of there. Look at that. Man, it's going to be good. Some sausages there. Alright, now time for some of these onions and peppers. Just load them up on there. Onions and peppers. Oh man. Got that. Last but not least, I take a little bit of Creole mustard. Put me a little Creole mustard. Drizzle it right over the top. Good. Take it. Close them on up. Set in there. Man, that's going to be good. Some kind of fine. Just press it on down. Cut them in half. Woo! Man, that's going to be a good po' boy. Look at that, boy. That's going to be something else right there. Now, storing your leftovers, that is, if you got any leftovers, I just take my sausages and put them in an old Pyrex bowl like that. And pour all my onions and my peppers on top of them. Do this while it's hot. The only reason I got leftovers is it's just me eating here tonight. And then take that juice, my juice over here. Pour some of this juice over here. Go ahead and save you some of that juice. And let that cool a little bit. Put a cap on it. I'm going to stick that in the refrigerator. Man, it'll be good tomorrow.